Okay, we're going to listen to Tristan's story. What he's done is he's selected his best work. Now let's see if he meets the success criteria so he's ready for publishing. You ready to read it, bud?
Hey, will you like to play a guessing game? It jumps out of water to attack fish. That's the other one again.
To eat him.
To eat it. It swims fast. It is good. It has sharp teeth.
Yeah.
It has gills. Can you guess what it is?
Okay, so now let's look. Can you guess what it is? Yes, bud.
A shark.
A shark. Now let's look at the success criteria. Does he have a good opening?
Yes.
Yeah. Would you like to play a guessing game with me?
Yes.
I want to do that. Does he use action words? Does he have verbs? Yeah, so he has jumps out of the water. He has attacks fish. He has eating fish, swimming fast. Did he give you lots of clues? Did he give you any clues? There,
Can I show them the picture?
you can show them the picture. So is Tristan ready to publish? So Tristan's ready to publish. See how he used that success criteria. That's what we're going to look at our writing. So finish our first draft. All right, some of you are done that. Some of you are on the editing and revising. Some of you are ready to pick your best work for your publishing. Let's go write. Let's take a look at our writing. Are we ready to publish yet? Do you have a good opening? What is your opening?
I think it's spooky.
So you made it scary. So what did you say?
There was a spooky house. And I said,
Oh, so there was a spooky house and you used an onomatopoeia.
yeah.
Okay, so there we have a good opening. Now, have you gone through and you edited to make sure you've got some of your action words in to explain what they're doing?
One.
Okay, so you've got some different action words. Now, is there lots of clues to the mystery, to solve the
I
mystery?
forgot to do clues here.
Okay, so do we need to add some clues in then? Or you did your clues here?
I did my clues here.
Okay, so we've got our clues. And finally, the mystery solved. They find out who, because someone was scaring people in the castle?
Yeah.
And did they find out who was scaring people?
Yes.
Okay. So you are ready to publish. Okay, so you can pick some of the paper. Now, remember you can do the paper with the lines, or you can do the paper with the boxes and you can add pictures to it. All right, so pick which one you would like to publish your story into,
Okay.
and you're ready to do that, okay? Okay, so we're talking about what clues we're gonna look for. So someone stole the presents. What's the first clue we're gonna have?
That they found footprints.
So they're gonna find footprints. So I'll write that down. Find footprints. So that's our first clue, and I'll put a 1 there. What's our next clue?
That they find the wrappers.
They find wrapping paper? Okay, so find wrapping paper. And what's our last clue?
Oh, they found sleeping potion
So they find sleeping potion.
in the cake.
Find sleeping potion. I'll write that underneath it. So those are our 3 clues. And then, so what's gonna happen? So let's look at the footprints. What are the footprints gonna lead them to?
The place they took it.
So the place they took it. Then to know they're in the right place, what are they gonna find?
There's some wrappers on the way.
They're gonna find some wrapping along the way. Okay. And then finally, how are they gonna know they have the right person? They find
The sleeping potion in their house.
in their house. Okay. Perfect. What else? And then I'm just thinking of one other thing. What could the person that took the presents be doing when they actually find the person?
Be like decorating them to his house.
So
It's a doll.
they could be using the presents or playing with them, playing with the toys or whatever. Okay. So I like that. So there's our next steps. Those are the clues that we're going to add and talk about. All right, and then we're ready to. So I like that you have the 3 clues there, and we're ready to finish off our mystery. So I think we actually might finish our mystery by the end of today. All right. So
Mr. Dickie, can I walk up?
okay. So let's look at your writing. Can you, if you look at the success criteria, do you have a good opening? What's your opening? Hey, would you like to play a guessing game? Okay. One thing I see we need to add here. Oh, or you wrote under here, busing game with me, and then we have the proper punctuation. Okay, so perfect. We have our question mark. Okay. So then you have, do we have lots of clues? So let's look at them. The animal has a big black tail, and he's got 4 big black feet. We can ride, so we can ride on it, and the color is white, brown, and black. It lives in Canada on a farm. So let's actually add here on a, because it just says on farm. So let's add on a farm.
Mr.Dickie.
I will help you in 1 minute, okay?
On a farm.
So on a farm. And then let's put a period here, because that's the end of that clue. And then what we can do is when we say, instead of saying and it eats grass, so what should we do to start the sentence now? Because it's a new sentence, what do we do instead of and it eats grass? What changes do you think you need to make? Should we start a sentence with and? Okay, so let's cross it out. And then what do you need to do with the I here because it's the start of a sentence? Okay. Okay. It eats grass and leaves, and we can see it in summertime. Now I'm just thinking, how does the reader know it's time to guess? So what could you say at the end?
The color dress.
What could you say? If you were telling me this, what would you say? When you're ready for me to guess, what would you say to me?
Now I just want to see your color dress.
Well, no, we finished it. So now after this, what would you say at the end of your game? What would you say? Now guess who? Or now guess what? Okay, so let's add that as our last piece. And then I like the revising we've done. So then you're ready to publish, okay? So we've got our good openings. So now you're ready at the end. Yeah, just say, now guess what it is.
I know how. I know how.
So you have your Ninja Turtle here.
Yeah.
And these were the clues we brainstormed up. So it has a blue mask, wears elbow pads, knee pads, has a shell, has a blue and gray sword, and likes eating pizza. So we wrote all our clues down here. Now here's what I'm thinking. If we look at our success criteria, do we have a good opening?
Yes.
What's your opening?
It likes pizza. It has.
So, is that going to hook the reader? So think of some of our other friends' openers that we have shared. What would be a good opener? Could you borrow some ideas from them?
What? Oh no.
So, can you think of some of the openers? Remember, if you were going to play this game with me, what would you start with? Would you just start telling me clues, or what would you say to me if you and I were just talking?
It has a blue mask.
So let's pretend that you and we just started talking. And I just said, okay, it has 2 wheels, it's black and yellow, people ride it. Now that it's really nice, people are going to be riding it outside. You should wear your helmet when riding it. Some people ride it really fast, some people ride it really slow. Do you know what it is?
Bike.
Now what if I said this to you? Hey, you want to play an awesome guessing game?
Yes.
Now you said yes. Are you more engaged when I say, would you like to play an awesome guessing game? So could you use that to maybe come up with an opening? What do you think you might want to do then to the reader?
Hey, do you want to play cool guessing game?
Hey, do you want to play a cool guessing game? Okay. So let's add that as our opening.
Okay.
And then at the end, we should add, can you guess what it is? Okay?
Yeah.
Okay. So let's add that. That's our next step, and then we'll be ready to publish, okay?
Yeah.
So let's look at our writing and see if we're ready for publishing. Can you read it to me?
Hey, dude, do you want to play a guess what game?
Okay, so I love that you said, hey, dude. Now, if I'm looking at this, when you start a sentence, what do you need to do at the start of your sentence? What kind of letter do you need to have there?
a capital.
Okay, so let's do that. Let's put a capital at the start. And then, what did you just ask me? Do you want to play a guess what game with me? What did you just ask me? So what do you need to put in your writing to show me that that was a question? So we put our question mark there. Perfect. Okay, so now let's look at our clues.
This is how we fight. Pow. Ouch. It has an orange eye mask. It has nunchucks. He is funny.
He is funny, okay. Does he have a friend named?
April.
Okay.
He always say "Helabanga." Who is he?
Okay, now, is that a question at the end too? So what do we need to change our period into?
I got this capital. I got this should work. Thank the Lord. What are you doing?
Okay. So now that we've done some revising, let's make sure. I think we're ready to publish. Okay. So do you want to go pick your sheet, and you're gonna do your good copy on?